Welcome to another edition of Entrepreneurs and Fuego, where we're documenting the journey of Tiffany Czarapata. Did I say that fine?
You did, and most people don't.
Because I got a Latin accent, I got a Latin flair, so Czarapata just rolls out.
I love it.
From PopALock, we're documenting the journey of entrepreneurs here in the Valley, one digital footprint at a time, because we want to know your story. And you have a phenomenal story. And I was just telling you that, I meet hundreds and hundreds of people. And with all the respect to everybody, they all have amazing hearts. But you have the distinct ability when you talk to people and when you introduce yourself to people, it's just, you make people feel just calm because your goodness really comes out. And with PopALock, which is your business, that's what you're doing here in the Valley as well. I mean, you're transferring a lot of good to people that need it.
We are trying our best.
Tell us about your business.
We have a locksmithing company called PopALock, and we do locksmithing and security as well. And one of the things that makes us stand out, in a sense, is the heart. We absolutely lead with our heart. So if a child or pet were ever locked inside of a vehicle, we treat that as an absolute emergency, and we rush to them and unlock that car door for free. So it's just an example of how we're trying to take a locksmithing business and put a twist on it, and really trying to have an effect in the community.
Does that happen a lot?
Lots, hundreds and hundreds a year. It's amazing.
Who forgets their kid? I mean, I don't mean to trivialize it,
no.
But who forgets your kid or their kid inside their car, or their pet for that matter?
It's amazing. Well, sometimes a pet will jump up and lock the car door. Sometimes the person just hits it by accident, or hits it on, they wouldn't have the remote. So it's really amazing, all the funny ways that we can end up locking our keys in our car. So it's always an accident, obviously. It happens.
Well, you would hope that it is.
It happens. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so you've been with PopALock for how long now, you and your husband?
About 2 years, and it's been in the Valley for about 10 years now. So,
What's the most gratifying thing that you have seen in your business, other than, of course, doing this assistance for free? What is the most gratifying thing that you see?
We have some of the best locksmiths, and they lead with their heart just as well, and that's what we hire them based on. And you can always teach skill, but you can't teach heart. So a couple just real simple, quick stories is my husband, Derek, is the general manager, and he went and saw a sweet little elderly lady. He was rekeying her home, and he found out that she had just recently lost her hubby, so he showed up the next day on her doorstep with flowers and things like that, just to make people smile. And another one of our locksmiths saw a fire on the side of Highway 10 and pulled over and started shoveling dirt on it, and put it out before the fire department ever got there. So just I have hundreds of stories like that.
See, that's what I'm talking about, because that really doesn't reflect in any business, really, or very seldom it does.
Sure.
But what you're doing is you're combining that generosity that you have, that goodness that you have, which is innate. I mean, it's just very natural with your business, and you don't see that.
You don't see it as often anyway. That's
look at the camera. It says there's goodness coming out, man.
Yeah, I'll give you one of those.
How did you get into this business? How did you get into the locksmith business? Because I see you're probably more like a model. You're doing all these things, but you're locksmith would be the problem. Like 100 out of 100, things that I would see in your profession.
Sure.
What made you go into the locksmith business?
We really looked at several different types of companies that we can get into, from the food business to, and when we were looking through, we wanted to see what we could make a biggest difference in the community with, and so we actually chose PopALock as a franchise, and we have 25 of the franchises around the area, and it's just our way to reach out. So it was the best company that we can make a best effect with out of all the ones we saw.
And this is about documenting your journey, right?
Sure.
As an entrepreneur. So what did you do before that, and what made you go into being, just an entrepreneur with this business?
Yeah.
What did you do before?
I think my journey of perseverance started when I was going for my black belts in Taekwondo and combat Hapkido.
Wait. We should just kind of move a little bit back. So you had a black belt in Taekwondo and
combat Hapkido is the other one. Street smart self-defense is basically what that is. So
Damn.
yeah, but I was a white belt, and I got attacked by a crazy gentleman. I can't call him a gentleman, but
No, yeah.
but anyways, I had just known a couple of moves at the time, and I was able to get away from him. And
Wow.
I just became really passionate about it, so I started teaching it and went through to get my 2 second-degree black belts. And so, so from there, I've been dedicated to helping people, helping the security of people since then. And then I actually took a little sidetrack and became a therapist. So I was helping people with their pain for about 10 years and absolutely loved it. And then we relocated from the Midwest out here, and we were really looking, like I said before, as to how we could make a difference in the community here. And so the security thing kept popping into my head, and this was the best way to do it. So.
And so you've been doing this thing for a couple of years, and then you did the therapy for some previous years and everything else. So are you happy you made this decision, or did you wish now, oh, maybe I should have bought that juice business instead of the PopALock business?
As much as I love juice, no, we are really happy. Honestly, it's my dad and stepmom and my husband and I working as a core team, and then we have our beautiful employees that work with us. And this is where I felt like I've been able to spread my wings the most, and like I said, really reach out and make a difference in the community. So I would never look back. It's a beautiful thing.
What do you find is the biggest challenge as an entrepreneur right now with your business? What is the biggest challenge that you guys faced?
You know, I think not being scattered, because you wear so many hats. I feel like I'm wearing 14 hats every single day, kind of depending on the moment. And so just getting pulled in all these different directions. So just really being able to focus on, you know, your marketing strategy instead of doing random acts of marketing. You know, Taylor can, you know, lend to that, and it's just really amazing all the different hats you wear.
Taylor is our videographer. She is behind the cameras over here.
I'll throw
She's
Taylor a heart
she's
too.
throwing the thumbs up. All right, so it's marketing. You're going to find this interesting because we've done about getting close to about 150 interviews, and just interviewed amazing people. And the number one thing that entrepreneurs challenge is marketing. It's marketing. I mean, you could be the best locksmith in the world, right? But if nobody knows about you, then you know you sit around the table with your partners and you go, "We're the best, but we have no clients."
Right. Exactly.
How's that good?
Exactly.
That's very challenging.
It is very challenging. It's just amazing to try to decipher what people want to hear and just truly what facet we need to use to get our word out there, because it is a good word. We're really, you know, helping children, unlocking the cars, all that kind of stuff for free. And so it's how to get that word out to the community properly. And so that's been a big obstacle for us.
Big obstacle in the sense that you're trying to find different marketing vehicles to send that message, and some of them are not as effective. And it's a trial and error type of situation. Is that the challenge?
Yes, it's a bit of trial and error, and I'm taking a lot of courses to try to learn a lot of that. I have a little bit of a marketing background, but again, because you wear so many hats, we have the locksmithing industry, but then we have to learn to be marketers, and we have to learn to be a whole bunch of different roles. So, so marketing is just something that we've been learning as we go, as much as we can, with a lot of, like, even your advice. I appreciate the advice that you've always given us, because it's really helped us. So.
No, I appreciate that, and I can tell you right now, listen, it's the challenge that every entrepreneur faces. Is the number one challenge. What we discovered in 2015 by doing the show, by doing these interviews with entrepreneurs, is the number one challenge. And we have some phenomenal people that have been in business for 10, 15 years. What's your biggest challenge? Marketing.
Yes.
Always marketing, always marketing. And we want to wear so many hats that we forget to market.
That's right. That's right.
So where is the future for you and your company? Are you planning to expand into other franchises outside Phoenix, or where are you going to go?
Well, we have all the franchises that we could possibly have in Phoenix. We already have them. So expansion isn't necessarily what we're looking to do, except for we're expanding our divisions. So instead of just locksmithing, we're getting into the security side of things. We're actually even getting into telephony, which, you know,
what is that?
Putting phone calls and phones and phone systems into corporations.
I don't know about it. Is this
telephony. I just learned that word the other day. So. But we're starting to
Sounds
create
like
different
a stripper.
divisions. Yeah.
What's your name? Telephony. All right.
Oh,
thank you.
hello.
Hello, Telephony.
But so we're looking at different divisions, and then we're also we absolutely love. We pay our guys really well. We treat them really well, and so we're looking to change our locksmiths' lives. And we have about 4 full-time and some contract employees. We're looking to expand up to 15 over the years. just make their lives even better.
You're going to go into the security business, and I think that's really where it's at, because with hacking, we still have the brick and mortars, right?
Sure,
People,
sure.
it's easier for somebody just to take a rock and throw it against the window and break it into a place,
Absolutely.
than hacking or breaking into your internet.
Absolutely.
So security is a big part.
It is just keeping people safe, and it's amazing. For example, we do free home security audits, and so when you are talking about the brick and mortar part of things,
Yep.
my husband walked up and rattled a locked door and it unlocked, and it was the front door of somebody's house, so
Oh my God.
we do free home security audits and commercial security audits just to see where the vulnerabilities are in their homes and keeping people's family and business safe.
I noticed you use the word audits. Remember that. Very key. Business audits. That's one of the key words instead of assessment. Assessment from a marketing point of view sounds
Sure.
sounds like you're going to sell me something. If I do an audit, I sound incredibly important, man. I sound like an account. I sound like the IRS.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do an audit on your house security. I'll be there at 5 o'clock.
No. Although sometimes audit has a negative connotation with the tax people coming at you, so you never know.
But it's from a marketing point of view. We were talking about that the other day. It's a perfect word.
Yep.
Because now it conveys legitimacy, conveys a level of knowledge that other people may not have in your industry.
Sure, absolutely. That
And
makes
you
perfect
with
sense.
your taekwondo and your security and all that stuff, man,
I know. Well, one of the things I do with that, because I wanted to bring it back around, is I go into realtor offices and teach self-defense, because they get put into tough situations sometimes with being one-on-one in people's houses.
What can't you do, man? And best advice you ever got?
Best advice I ever got was surrounding yourself with people that have done or accomplished something that you want to accomplish. So the power of proximity and getting negativity out of your life. So really choosing lovely people to surround yourself with. And so I've literally cleansed my life of negativity, and I surround myself with positive people, and I just love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can you do one of those little hearts?
I'll give another heart with a bird.
And with that, we're out.